Welcome back to my channel. Here's your warning. There's going to be some gross scabby pictures from some tattoos. If you get grossed out easily, this is not the video for you. Also, just please know I have no control over when or how or why this happens. I mean, I know why it happens. I have a skin condition, but there's nothing I can do to prevent it. So enjoy. Hello. Okay, I've had this video idea in my mind for quite a while, but I was kind of waiting for something to happen to be able to record it. And it finally happened. Unfortunately, the thing that happened isn't good. So I got a new tattoo, right? I continued on this piece on both sides. I'm specifically wearing this top so you guys can see. Now, let me start from the beginning. I have an autoimmune disease related to my skin. It's called chronic urticaria angioedema. Now, urticaria is the medical term for hives. Angioedema is the medical term for swelling. So I get swollen hives. However, I don't really break out in hives as much as I used to. I will make a separate video showing like my hive outbreaks, but I do get the swelling. The swelling is the thing that is the worst for me lately. Like if my socks are too tight or, my waistband or whatever, a ring or something, my skin swells so bad. Or if I scratch myself, I will swell. It'll be red, obviously, but I'll swell. I swell really, really easily and really bad. So when I get tattooed, sometimes I heal really terribly. And it has nothing to do with the artist. It has nothing to do with me. It is just simply my skin reacts to certain tattoos and heals terribly. Like the one on my neck didn't swell, didn't scab, didn't even peel. It looked like this when I left the shop, and this is what it has always looked like. I didn't even flake off any fucking skin, okay? Now, this one healed horribly. It was so swollen and it scabbed so bad. Like the swelling causes scabbing. And when I tell you the scabbing was so bad on this, I thought this was the worst healing tattoo I've ever had. And it started when I got my feet tattooed when I was 18. That was the first time it ever happened. I ended up getting them both retouched up years later, but they're for my parents. So when both my parents died, I got them touched up. But I got them done months apart and they both had the same thing. And those ones were color. I didn't really realize back then that I had that autoimmune disease, but it started back then. And I've had random tattoos, like this part, it did on the black line on this thing. It happened on my hand, which I still haven't touched up. It happened on. So when I scab super bad, the fucking ink falls out and I have to get it touched up. So I ended up getting these ones touched up. The touch up was super easy. Didn't have that reaction. Now these ones, which originally I was gonna just do the outline and maybe color in one, but I just said, fuck it. Let's just finish it all. And if it needs to be touched up later on, we can do that. Now, the swelling, I swelled more with this one than I did with my hand. And if you've ever seen someone get a hand tattoo, like their fingers balloon up, everything. The swelling on this one was so bad. I cannot show the pictures that I have, but I have a picture of my boob and it was like a definitive line of swelling on my chest. It was so red. It was so hot. It was visibly swollen. I could look down and I could see the swelling and then where it wasn't swollen anymore. There was a definitive line and it was swollen for at least a week and it was so red. Oh my God. So I'm going to insert some pictures of the healing process. So this is what it looked like when I first got it done. First couple of days. It was super red when I took off the Sanoderm. Now I don't have a reaction to the Sanoderm, so trust me, that's not what it's from. I get that on all my tattoos lately. It's not from that. But I could tell it was gonna scab. I've had several tattoos do it now. I don't know why my body decides to do it. This one did it, but when I got this part done, didn't do it. It's the same fucking tattoo. It's the same thing in a very close spot. This one didn't scab at all. This one and this one did though. So it's no one's fault. My skin just decides to be a little bitch sometimes. So this is first couple of days, right? And then it started to scab. And when I tell you, it was so painful. Oh my God. I didn't sleep well for 2 weeks. And I'm just going to kind of rapid fire the healing process of like videos and pictures right here so you guys can see as I talk. But the first 2 weeks of it healing, I could not lift my arms up. I had to go like this to lift my arms up. I had to get a step stool to like get shit out of my microwave because I couldn't reach my arms up high enough to get stuff out of the microwave. It was so painful. Any movement, and because it goes so close into my armpit, like there's no option but to move it. You know, at least with this one, it was kind of just like when I moved my neck certain ways. But this one, it's like, you know, you move your arms way more than you fucking think you do. And it was a fucking nightmare. And the scabs got so bad. It was so fucking painful. And then I started using hydrocolloid patches, kind of similar to what like pimple patches are, to try and help heal it. And I don't know like a professional opinion on that, but I wish I would have started that from the day I took off the fucking Sanoderm, because like 2 or 3 days of using that and pretty much all of the scabs were gone. Literally. I only slept with it on, and I'm telling you, like 2 or 3 days, and like 90% of what the scabs were left were gone. And now I am still occasionally, I need to do it like more consistently because it's kind of like scar tape. So it can help reduce like the thickness of scars. So, because when I scab, I scar. So kind of like how like that one is. Ugh, I'm going to get it touched up, don't worry. So I'm going to hopefully reduce the thickness of the scars so the touch up will be super easy. But this is what we are looking at now. You can see some of the ink fell out. The scabbing is like, the scarring, barely there. Like this one feels thick, and so does this one. This one isn't though. And then, you know, there's a couple more spots down here. These ones were pretty bad, but the touch up should be really easy because I had these ones touched up and they look fine. The touch up was super easy. They healed like a tattoo was supposed to, just one little layer of skin flaked off. So I'm not upset that I have to get them touched up. Once I took off the Sanoderm, I fucking knew. I knew. Okay. But I'm gonna wait a couple months. Like, okay, so this one's kind of thick, but like this one isn't. So it kind of just depends. I obviously cannot show you the extent of this tattoo. You can see it somewhere else. But I can't show it to you here because it kind of curves around perfectly shaped my body, might say. Anyways, so this is the new tattoo I got. I had this idea for this video, but I hadn't had a tattoo that did that in like a really long time. So, it finally happened. It is what it is. Again, the skin condition I have, or the autoimmune, is urticaria angioedema. And I will make a specific video on like my hive outbreaks and all that kind of stuff. But it really affects how my skin accepts tattoos. Like the actual tattoo process is more painful because my skin is so sensitive and swells so fast. Like I swell like immediately, like one line of an outline and my skin's blowing up, right? So it just makes getting tattooed a lot harder, and it makes the healing process a lot harder. Now on simpler tattoos, like I just got, you know, a couple more finger tattoos, and I just got like this chain on like quicker ones. It's definitely not as bad, but on this one's only a little bit old. I don't know. You can tell there's a little scab right there. Like all the other scabs the skin flaked off, but there's a little scab right there on this one. So I would like to say it's when I get solid black done, but it happened on my feet tattoos. My feet tattoos are color. They're like, they're like traditional, like the heart with the scroll through it, for my parents and shit. And those ones are color, and it happened on those ones. So maybe it's just like solid color, and like this one, totally fine. And then it happened right here. Also, my arm was so swollen when I got this one done. And then there's just like this part scabbed right there, so bad. The rest of it's totally fine. So sometimes it's the entire tattoo, and sometimes it's like little spots. But it just makes my skin so sensitive. Like literally during winter, like from walking from my car to inside a store, if it is super cold, I can feel hives forming on my thighs. like from the cold weather. Like, I'll leave a store, walk to my car, drive home, take off my pants, covered in hives just from the cold air. So my skin is like hyper sensitive. It is so fucking annoying. It is so annoying. But yeah, I mean, like from far away, they look fine. They're okay. I love them. Like really kind of curves around my body. It's just the up close. But I think once like winter comes this year, I'll get them touched up. I waited like a year to touch up these ones. I probably won't wait that long for these ones because these ones healed a lot better. The scarring is a lot less thick because I use hydrocolloid patches. And I also got the one I like the best. I got it on a roll so I could cut it to the size that I need it for. Highly recommend. I mean, like, obviously talk to your artist and ask them about it. But for me, with the sensitivity of my skin, it helped a lot. But I'm only going to do that on tattoos where like I scab so bad, like in the fucking pictures and videos I showed you. So anyways, that's where I'm at now. I don't know why it happens on certain tattoos and not others. I've had tattoos like when I got my feet touched up, especially my right one. That was the first one I got touched up. That one, my foot ballooned up, but it didn't scab. But the first time I got it done, it scabbed. So there's no rhyme or reason to when my skin swells or scabs with tattoos, but I'll tell you one thing, my skin is just so much more sensitive now. So, let's hope like this is the one time a year it's going to happen and I won't have to deal with it again at all this year. So, fingers crossed for that. Anyways, thanks for watching and stick around for more new videos. Thanks so much for watching. Sorry for all the jump scares with the gross scabs. If you have this skin condition or if you've had tattoos healed like this, please let me know what you guys do in the comments. But if you're just dropping advice like that's gross or that shouldn't happen, babes, I got no control over it. I've talked to my allergy specialist about this and my skin is hypersensitive and I have zero control over my skin healing like this with tattoos. He advised me just to stop getting tattooed, but obviously that's not gonna fucking happen. So I've talked to a medical professional about this. I have zero control over it and it doesn't happen with every tattoo. So if you're just gonna leave a negative comment, please don't. There's literally no point. I've talked to medical professionals about it. I've talked to multiple tattoo artists about it. I have no control over this. I have a skin condition. I'm so sorry. It's just sensitive. It is what it is. Anyways, follow me elsewhere.